Hey guys, it's Joshy here, and I'm back with another Ultra Sun Ultra Moon Wi-Fi battle. So this was a sick battle I had where, honestly, you know those battles you have where either something goes right, someone does something right, a Pokemon stands out, or something that just makes you excited? Well, obviously this was Stunfisk, and boy did he make me happy. Now, you know, I don't know if I state another Pokemon in the title. I don't think I will, but there was someone else who also starts with the first two same letters. But nonetheless, let's get into it. So I led off with my Cyndaquil. I thought, let's see what I come up against, and we'll see. And he leads off with his Obsidian. And I went for the Flame Charge, you know, just get the speed up, you know, not very effective. Gonna do very minimal, obviously, against a Pokemon of this defensive caliber. And Gigalith, if you guys are wondering. And so he goes for the Stealth Rocks, and I thought, okay, well, I'm going to outspeed, so I'm just going to go for another Flame Charge. Maybe knock him down a peg. Probably should have tried my other move, but I don't know if it would have done much. And he's going to go for an Earthquake. So I'm surprised he didn't go for a Rock move, but then if he had Stone Edge, there was that small mischance. Excuse me, so he's better off, you know, just going for that. But I'm going to hang on with my Focus Sash, and I thought, look, at this range in a Gigalith, I'm not going to take him out. But I'm going to go for it, so I'm going to go for the Reversal, and it's going to do still good damage against a Gigalith, but it's not quite enough. It would have been cool to come up against something I could have taken out there, but yeah, no, I'm dead. But that's alright. Cyndaquil's down. Not the highlight of this. So I thought, who do I want to bring in next? And I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring in Sharpedo. I can take this out easy. Once I take it out, I get my speed boost, and then we can really start rolling. But of course he's going to pop a Custap Berry, which I am in love with the fact that these are back, which is great for a Rocket etc. that wants to just throw out an explosion too. So he does just that, and Sharpedo's down. So at least Obsidian's done, but I'm down. So I was like, who do I want to bring in who could do, you know, some decent work? And I thought, well, you know what, Stunfisk. This could be a good Pokemon to bring in here, and he's going to send in Yankee, which is his Lampent. So I was like, sweet. Okay, well, I'm just going to go for the Earth Power here. Now, I am actually an Assault-vested Stunfisk. I can't remember my exact EV spread, but I'm not too bad around the clock. So I'm going to do decent damage, but it wasn't super effective. Then I was like, oh, that's right. His Zoroark. So I was like, good name, Deceit there. So he's going to go for Taunt again. I don't know, I can't remember if he said he was scarfed and thought he'd get me and he didn't want to swap anyone in, or if it was a misclick. But I have a feeling it was the first one, something like that. Just wanted to, you know. But anyway, so he's going to bring in his Magnezone here. And here I thought, okay, well, why would you bring in a Magnezone? I thought Magnet Rise. Then I was like, oh, wait, he's got the Air Balloon anyway. But he still went for the Magnet Rise. So I was like, okay, sweet, sweet. So he at least used that turn to not get hit by a ground move to force me into something else then, so, you know, he could have that Levitate done. So anyway, I'm going to hit him with that Poppy's Balloon, but I actually get the accuracy drop, so I'm like, sweet! So then I thought, oh, well, let's see. He goes for the Flash Cannon, misses. I'm like, oh, yes, let's get this going, Stunfisk. So I thought, I'll go for another one. I mean, I couldn't go for an Earth Power because of the stupid electromagnetism making him float. Get another accuracy drop. I am like, sweet, I am crushing this. So there he's going to swap and bring in Slade, which is his Muck. So I'm like, oh, well, I just went for another Muddy Water. So I was like, okay, I nearly said Mucky Water there. Well, now it is. But I was like, okay, we'll see. And we get another accuracy drop. I'm like, baby, this is Stunfisk's turn. And I actually really love Shiny Stunfisk. Even though it's just that one color change, I still do like it. So he goes for a Shadow Sneak. Misses. I could now get the Earth Power off. And I'm like, that does some nice damage. It's probably going to be another hit or two, depending on, you know, how that roll went, how to go. But I'm like, oh, well, 2 hits anyway. We can work with that. He goes for a Poison Jab here. I was like, oh, don't get poison. Let's see. And minimal damage. Doesn't get poison. I'm like, sweet. Earth Power. I'm like, I'm not going to take him out now, especially with the recovery. If he didn't have the leftovers, though, there was, I mean, the Black Sludge. Which one is it? Anyway, either way, I would have lefties taken him out. So I thought, oh, well, let's go for it again. He goes for a Shadow Sneak, this time collecting me. And, well, I actually get poisoned by Poison Touch. But Stunfisk isn't quite done here, even though it doesn't matter. He's going to kill this thing while it's paralyzed, just to, you know, piss him off a bit more. So anyway, I'm going to go for the Discharge, I thought here, just in case he swapped into something else that I was thinking could possibly come in. But also, I think I just wanted to show off that, actually, I'm pretty sure it was just I wanted to show that off. So now he's going to bring in Burl, which is his, you know, and go for the, oh my god, all the words are losing me here. He goes for his return, doesn't do too much, gets his bloody, the static off. Also, I didn't say beware, I just went quiet. The word was in my head, but I didn't say it. Anyway, went for Muddy Water. Unfortunately there, I do not get the accuracy drop, but I got the paralysis off. So I'm going to go for it again. Now outspeeding, I'm like, come on, get the accuracy drop and then miss. That'd be a bit too much to ask for here. I don't get it. He goes for another return and hits me pretty hard. Obviously with a crit. Don't know how much that would have mattered if I wasn't poisoned. I would have been interested. But anyway, I thought, oh well, let's bring in Staraptor here. And yes, this is the other show-off of this game. So there's 3 left, you know. But this one here is obviously being fairly taken down a peg by Stunfisk, especially with that paralysis there. So, you know, Stunfisk took out 2 but really showed off. And I was really happy. Now it's Staraptor's turn. So anyway, he's going to do minimal because this is actually a bit of a defensive Staraptor set. And with the Feather Dance can be a bit of a problem. So now I thought, we'll see what happens. But I expected him possibly to make that swap now that he was quite weak. And he does go into the Magnezone, which I was hoping for. So I could get this close combat off. And I may get a defense drop, but this thing is down. Which was pretty much his main counter to me. But at the same time, you know, not. So I thought, oh well, let's see. And I was umming and ahhing what to do here, and I thought, I'm just going to go for close combat. It's still super effective. I know it's not stabbed, but my only, you know, flying type move, well, you'll see anyway in a sec. But he actually gets a weakness policy boost. I'm like, no, I'm dead. But Stunfisk pulls through even after death, and the paralysis grips this beware here. So I'm just going to go for another close combat and take him out. So now he has 1 Pokemon left, so you're pretty certain I'm going to win. Well, so am I, no offense. But I just kind of pulled it through. So anyway, Lampent comes in here, and I was like, look, I wasn't sure if to not do it or do it, but I'm just going to go for it. So I actually carry the Fly MZ. Now, the reason I carry this, now, I actually use this guy a little bit in the battle tree for funsies, but that's why I kind of made him as a defensive set, and I sent out him and a set kind of defensive Masquerain, and it makes it really interesting coming up against special attackers. So my actual only physical flying move is Fly, and the reason I carry that is so I can cause damage, but I can also get out of there for a second. So anyway, he's going to burn me, but this thing is not in range to do anything. The only problem is, I can only hit him with Fly. So I went for Roost. I don't know why I went for Roost. I was going to see what he could do and whatnot. I wanted to see. But, you know, he goes for the Overheat. He actually ends up missing, and I was like, look, if I was lower HP, maybe could have done a decent damage. But he's not going to get much off, so I thought I'm just going to go for the Fly here. And I'm just going to take Yankee out because, you know, they've done well. So as much as Staraptor did take out a few, I was actually a bit more impressed with Stunfisk. I mean, I'm not sure if Magnezone would have died in one hit. I mean, swapping into it gave me that chance, but nonetheless, obviously the paralysis and the accuracy drops were really fun, and I was really impressed with Stunfisk. So yeah, and I did win that one 3-0, and it's very rare I show something like that off, but as I said, just Stunfisk performing like that was pretty sick. And realistically, Stunfisk isn't a bad mon, and carrying him on a team with flying or levitate Pokemon works really well, because obviously you can catch people out coming in to hit him with, you know, if you had like Water Absorb, Sap Sipper, and a flying type, you could probably play the opposition into the palm of your hands, because, you know, make it work. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy that, please do, we're going to have to muddy water that like button. You know, don't forget Discord, Twitch, and Twitter are linked down below. Now, as I always have been saying lately, Discord I'm taking battles on, but I've been doing streams on Twitch when I can, so having a couple people follow on there is always great. We're actually 2 follows off my goal of 200 at the moment, and 100, gosh, I'm not that good, and we'll go from there. Also, if you have a comment, whether it be on this, about this battle, about other battles, suggestions you'd like to see, theme team suggestions, sweeps, anything like that, pop them down there. I do save them Doesn't guarantee I'll get to them, but I always save them, and if I do get to them eventually, then I do. So I do like that idea if you guys are happy to do it. And finally, guys, if you want to keep up to date with things I do, or just show some support, the sub button is there as well, so don't be afraid to hit it. But anyway, guys, until my next video, I'll see ya.